PhDs and DDs and who knows. Because there is no history before the written word, the written language, and we preceded them. So when we start to speak about ancient history, let us talk about the Egyptians and the Ethiopians and other men around the Nile. Yes, it was a black man of the Nile and his family. From Uganda and Ethiopia down to Tamari were where we started our civilization. But in 1493, you may not use 1492 with the fabulous nonsense about Columbus discovering the world. If you're stupid, then you believe in that nonsense. Because Columbus, Cristobal Colon, came with African navigators when he joined with Pietro Alonso Nino. And Pietro Alonso Nino, the Newfoundland, was in charge of the Santa Maria and brought Cristobal Colon to the Western world. From there, we learn about the various navigation of Makeda. Makeda was, you call her the Queen of Sheba. I do not know how she can be the Queen of Sheba and the Queen in Ethiopia at the same time. When you're Queen of one country, you became the Empress of another country. So Makeda was Queen in Aksum, which is today called Ethiopia, and Empress of the other place in Arabia. That time, there was no god by the name of Allah yet. All you Muslim people, and I say that with great reverence, Muhammad wasn't born yet. 540 did not come. Muhammad, who could not read and write from the day he was born to the day he died. And no angel told him anything yet. Christianity was not here yet. Mary hadn't got a child for a man, I don't know how. Because remember that the African people, otherwise called the Egyptians, if you go to Abydos, and many of you been to Egypt with me, and you went to Abydos, you found a story of Aset having a child named Heru for a man, or the man did it, named Asaru. The first virgin birth story. When Abydos was the first place that men and women came to worship their God. And remember, they got all kinds of gods. Good one, bad one, indifferent one. Most of you support a god, a bad one. Don't give you a damn thing, take all your money. And you pay hundreds of dollars you pay each week to a God who gives you no change. And remember, God is a theory. It's not a fact. None of you have spoken to God, not one of you. Who spoke to God? Stand up. Be counted. I don't know if you could get a God and don't get a goddess. Because the God of a woman being pregnant, she was pregnant for a man. If you know if any of you know any difference that a woman got pregnant for anything but a man, tell me. Now or shut the blasted mouth. We have been fooled along with slavery and before slavery, were fooled by men who ruled us for their interests. And I know about all these stupid degrees. Stupid degrees that came not to rate my intelligence, but to give me a class feeling over you. And I said, PhD, you should file ILD. What is necessary for me now at 80 years of age? I remember born in Gondar, Ethiopia. Of a man born in Gondar, my father. My mother born in Puerto Rico, in the Caribbean. And my father and mother met in England, where she was attending a women's school, a young girls' school. She was supposed to become a midwife. And an incident took place with the car. My father was returning to there. He was 20 years older than my mother, and he fell on her, and you touching a woman, and there you bound to marry her. And so I was born there by accident. And that gave me the right to speak as an African, from a mother from the Caribbean, Puerto Rican, and as an African here, like you. I feel as much as bound to you as you are to me. So when I attempt to say things about your experience, it is not because I am speaking of your experience, I'm speaking of our experience. No one can talk to you about telling you about a great admirer we must have for war. Because when they are talking about war, they have to talk about Ramesses II. When they're talking about war. When they're talking about great men, you want to see great warriors, then we speak of Ramesses III.
All right.
Come to Egypt, and then you don't have to say, are we black or are we white? Come and see for yourself. Come and see the heads in 3 dimensions. You can touch with the hair. Not red paint and gold paint and purple paint, all kind of nonsense. You don't have to paint me up to look like a jackass to be somebody. When I speak, I got sick the other day. That was the 6th stroke I had. It meant I was speaking at John Henry Clark, Dr. John Henry Clark's beer. And I got another stroke at his beer. And for 14 months, I lay in my bedroom. Couldn't speak. I didn't recognize anything. 14 long months. And a man came and said, I can fix Yosef. Dr. Lewis. He said, no more canned food, no more sugar, no more salt. He said, food got all the salt